If it's within one's makeup, it's in one's heart, that you want to take care of every citizen of the United States. And I think that our candidate, Donald Trump, has that within his makeup. I mean, he may have a rough exterior, but again, that's not to determine what's inside of him as a man.
We talked a little bit about her resilience. I think the first thing I said to her was, how do you do it? And she said, you just keep going. And I think that that's a great tagline for her life. She has just kept going. She has just kept plugging along.
Donald Trump is a once-in-a-generation type of politician, and I think he has brought so much change to the political process that I've seen on the grassroots level in my community, where I'm a ward leader in South Philadelphia. New people coming into the process, new people registering, new voters.
I mean, I think we're already seeing more women that look at what Hillary's done already and say, like, this is something that I can do.
He has engaged so many voters, not just millennial voters. I think that's, the big thing we hear in the media is the only people who care about Bernie Sanders are young people. It's not just young people. He has certainly energized a base that has not been politically active before, but he's energized people across different age groups, different ethnicities, and so on. And I would really like to see her acknowledge that.
My grandfather was a civil rights activist, Muhammad Kenyatta. He ran for mayor in '75 against Rizzo in the primary. And so I think because of that, I just always recognized that there were people making decisions about things that I had opinions about. And so it was very important to me to figure out, how does that work? Who's doing that? Why don't they know this? Why are they doing this, right?
My women ask me all the time, when are you going to run for office? Because I'm always pushing them into different opportunities. So yeah, kind of had to put my money where my mouth is. And then also supporting the first woman to run for president on a major party ticket. You can't. It's such a great moment for the work that I do.
I thought that I could be, one lone voice in the wilderness, talking to our candidates, trying to get them to understand that this is a big world, but in that world, there are cities that need more assistance.
My parents are big activists, so I actually started attending anti-war protests and women's rights, climate change issues, etc. Back when I was in high school. But that was during the Bush administration, and I started to feel very disillusioned, just that nothing was changing and so on. So I sort of got less involved over the years. But then when Bernie Sanders came sort of onto the field, I felt really inspired again to get back into being politically active. He just really spoke to basically every issue that was important to me.
I think for me, as just someone who's been interested since I was young, it's sort of like fantasy camp for someone who's into politics, but I'm looking forward just to meeting delegates from around the country, people who do the same kind of work that I do every day in their communities, and talk to voters, and how we can all come together, elect Donald Trump, and really make America great again.
We believe that we have to do whatever it takes to make sure that middle-class families can thrive in this economy, that it's an economy that actually works for everybody, right? Not like a cool talking point, but that actually works for people, so that people can take care of their bills and maybe take their kids on a vacation.
They're worried about putting food on the table for their families. And really, that's my concern, is how do we get food on everybody's table, that there's not a choice between dog food and medicine.
I teach at community college, so I have a lot of students who are the first in their family to ever go to school. They're, single moms holding down multiple jobs. I even have students who are have been incarcerated in the past, or even under house arrest, and have issues just getting to class. So I see how hard they're working to get ahead, how hard it is for them just to buy the textbook for my class, let alone the tuition. And I think, for me, it's those kids, those adults really, that my heart breaks for them.
If we don't stop the downfall now and kind of correct the course of America, putting America first, not trying to join a global community of nations. We really need to put Americans first, the American worker first, and stop this like globalist attitude and make America great again.
There's so much going on that, you know, at this time we can't afford to put someone that doesn't know what they're doing in office.